Sun's just peeking up over the trees, which means it is 6:40-ish. Basically it's 6:45. Had a decent night's sleep. Only woke up a couple times, which is kind of surprising. Usually it's more than that. And it was a little bit chilly on the shoulders, but I think it was just position wise. And then repositioned, and it seemed to be okay after that. And then yeah, we're gonna get up and we're gonna, I don't know, cook some breakfast. Nothing special, I just got oatmeal. Throw my line out, see if we can get a fish or two. Relax. Take it easy. I don't think I'm doing anything like swimming or anything today, but I'm just going to be packing up and taking it easy because I don't really need to be out of here till about noon. Oh, geese. Yeah, it's supposed to rain, I think, this afternoon, but it's still pretty much clear skies right now, so we got lots of time. Just take it easy. Alright, I gotta get up. You probably won't see it, but there's a really big, I think it's a beaver, right out there, a big black spot near the island. And for some reason it's weird because it looks like he's like swimming around in circles, and then he'll get up and then he'll swim around in circles again. So I don't know if he's like cleaning himself or what. So right there, now he's swimming in circles. Swimming in circles. And he's still swimming in circles. And now he's back up again. I don't know. It's really weird. I'm pretty sure it's a beaver. Oops. Alright. Time for breakfast. Got this mostly loaded already. Just a few more. Start it up. Get our water boiling. Probably good enough to get started. And yes, I'm gonna cheat. That's easier. Much easier. Perfect. Okay, so pot's on, it's cooking. Just wait for that to boil, and in the meantime, clean up a little bit. Give the hair a wet down, put the hat back on. It's the usual morning routine. you take the hat and you slide it over like that. There we go. We're ready for the morning activities, which first involves eating. Shouldn't take long for that to start boiling. This little stove thing works pretty good. The fire itself is high. Just says high. Like not high, but like high temperature. And the water temperature this morning, (15.4) at the surface. So it's probably much cooler out there if you were to go swimming this morning. Check out this snail shell. Snail shell. It's fuel, right? Okay. Let's wait for that to boil. We have our bowl. Two packages of oatmeal. A glove to take that off with. And then a spoon. To eat with. Packages there. Oh, there we go. Cardboard. Dump 2 packages in. Dump 2 packages in. The fuel that feeds my body is used to heat the food to feed my body. Something along those lines. It's kind of a lot of oatmeal, but whatever. It'll work. It's actually not that much. Let's check on it, see how it's doing. Oh, she's boiling. She's roiling. Okay, let's not burn myself here. Take that out for the moment. Take this and pour. Ooh yeah. A little bit extra water, just like I was doing at home. And I'll just set that aside because I don't need that on the fire right now. I don't need hot water for anything else because it's the only thing I brought with me for hot water purposes. Other than maybe lunch, but that's a couple hours away for sure. So, let's stir this. Stir it in. Leave it for a minute and let the oats soften up. And we will be eating like Diane Keaton. Don't know who she is. I just heard that something like Diane Keaton before. It rhymed. Okay, let's let that set for a second. We have nice boiled water, if you can think of what to use it on. Chips? I don't know. Hot. It was very nice sleeping with a canopy of stars last night. You know, throughout the night, I could just stare at the stars through my eyelids. Because it made a difference somehow. Sleeping under the stars, whether that or having a tarp over me, it's like, what's the difference? Well, you're sleeping under stars. It's psychological or something. Like, who cares if you're asleep? But it does matter, because as soon as you wake up, which I did, you're like, oh, stars. You get the fresh air blowing over you, and you're cold. It wasn't that cold, but whatever. It was hot. So you're probably wondering what my plan is for today. I kind of described it this morning, but basically my plan is do whatever I want. I might go to the island down here, a little rock island, and cast some dead bait off the other side, where it's deeper. See if I can get something to eat. The only problem is getting there. I need to go through the water, which means get these pants wet or get my bathing suit back on. I'm not a fan of either, but if I want to catch a fish, then that's probably the best possibility, because they're not going to come up shallow here, because I do have my float out right there with the dead bait, but they're not going to come up shallow this time of day. That, you know, at night they will. And I didn't have the camera on, but I did have, I think it was 3 hits. 3 times my rod went. I started pulling the float out, and I couldn't get them to stick. They didn't want to stay on. I don't know what it was, but it was something big enough to want a 4-inch dead bait. So definitely catchable. That's hot. Should have went for the 3rd pack almost. That's okay. This is enough. Enough for now. Realistically though, my plan would be try some dead bait out here, and then if I don't get anything, then maybe hang around a little bit, go for a walk or something, then pack everything up, head to a different spot along the shoreline, well, Lake Huron shoreline. It's probably, I don't know, probably almost close to an hour away from here, but and then try for pike over there, or you know, whatever else would bite a pike lure. Because I know there's dogfish. What's the other name? I said it yesterday. Anyways, you know what it is. They have those down there, or maybe I'll catch one of those. And then after that, just go home. So I think I figured out what I'm going to do here. The waders are a little bit damp inside still, which they'll be fine for just going out to the rock island. And I'll just take them off when I get there and just sit on the rock. Right? So it's easy enough. So I don't have to be sitting there and soaking wet the whole time in the waders. So then I'll take my rod. I take that rod, take the net, take the camera, and the bait, and just out to the rock island, the second rock island that's out there. Bowfin, that's the name. Dogfish, as I was trying to think of earlier. And hopefully some pike. So we'll go out there and we'll see what we can catch. There's our friendly beaver. Messing around doing something over there. Going around in circles again. But check this out. See how close he is. See how close he is. He's just going in circles. I'm gonna throw the tripod up here and go see if I can get a closer look and see what's wrong. Because like he would be gone by now if he could. I think he keeps sticking his head underwater like he's trying to bite something off. So I don't know if he's stuck or what, but let's get the tripod set up. Something's definitely wrong with it though. But it will take a chunk out of you if you get too close. Keep you distracted. I think it's his back leg. Something's up with his back leg. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to leave him. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, I think I have to leave him there. Let him to his own circles. You just kind of feel bad for the thing because it's just something's wrong with it, you know. Because if you can get within 3 feet of the thing and he's still doing circles, you know there's something wrong with his legs. That he can't swim straight, or with his back, one of the two. But what caused it? I don't know. There's nothing here unless maybe a predator got a hold of him at one point, but I don't know. So I guess we're just gonna have to leave him and head out to the island to do some fishing. He'll sit here and do his circles. I can't get close enough to do anything, and I don't want to grab his anywhere close to his face because he'll take chunks out of you. Oh well. So, I'm gonna cross over the island. There we go. We're at the island. I'm gonna do some fishing now. Right off that deep end over that side. Set the camera down. Tripod. What I'll do first, before I set my dead bait out, because I'm only allowed one line at a time, is I'm going to cast the spinner, see if there's any pike in the area. Come with me and watch and learn. Fish on, little smallmouth, nothing special. Actually, a little largemouth, sorry. A little largy. Get in here. Take the hook out right away. Get him back. Come on. How do you get that in there? Oh, there we go. Hook's out. A little largy. Swim away. There was a much bigger, I think it was also a largie or something. He's followed my line right up here. It was probably like this big. Good size. So, there's fish moving in the area. I just need a pike. That's what I want. I was gonna say, if I was fishing for smallmouth, or just bass in general, they move around a lot. So you could potentially just sit here and eventually you're gonna catch something because they're gonna be moving along this rock edge. Pike, maybe not so much. So pike, you typically have to move around a little bit more. Unless they're just not interested in what you're throwing, and they could still be there, which is very possible. That's why I brought the dead bait out, so I'm probably going to throw a dead bait out here if I don't get anything soon. There we go. That's a little bigger fish. A little bigger fish, and it is a bass, unfortunately. Oh yeah. Bring it over here so you can see it. It's not huge, but it's a little bigger. And I think this, that one a smallie? Yeah, that's a smallie. That's a nice smallie. Come on, don't flip when I, yeah. Hold on. There he goes, that's fine. You saw the size of him, he's right there. There we go. targeted species right here. Can't even see me. There we go. We got ourselves a pike. Finally. Took a little bit. Good sized one. Watch out for the second hook. There we go. Check this one out, eh? Get the hook out. Really right kind of in his... it's way down in his gullet. I did kind of let him... I didn't notice that there was a fish on, and then my line was over here, and I'm like, why is my line over there? So, there we go. Hook's out. Set that down here. Check this dude out. My finger's out. Yeah, check that out. Oh yeah. It's a good one. Not very big, but bigger than the ones I was catching in the wintertime, most of them. This guy survived enough. So should be able to go back strong. Nice. Nice to know that there's some pike in here. Ooh, buddy. Okay. Took me a few hours, but I finally got something. Check it out. There you go. It's a catfish. That's what's been after my minnows. Those catfish. It's no wonder I haven't been hooking into any. The minnow is huge for the size of this catfish. Anyhow, let's get him off and get him back in. There we go. Hook's out. Let him back in. There you go. Catfish. Wow. Didn't expect that. Okay. See if we can catch something else. Well, folks, that's going to be the end of my trip. I have to head back. It's about 3 o'clock now. Managed to get, I think it was 4 species today. Smallmouth, largemouth, pike, and a catfish. Which is pretty good. But sat out there baking for way too many hours, not really catching anything. So, it's, yeah, like I said, 3 o'clock-ish. I'm going to head back. It's about a 3-hour drive. And, yeah, it was a fun trip. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. And I managed to also kill my phone in the meantime. Got a little moisture in it. So I'm going to stick it in some rice when I get home to see if it helps. But I'm guessing it's probably dead. So, is how it is. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you next time on The Life of an Outdoorsman. Goodbye. Check out the nice sunburn too, eh? It's not going to be fun in the shower.